Hey everyone, today we are back in the custom pack. We're doing the Tamarin Frog Swap pack again. So the whole premise of this pack is statting up a lower tiered unit and then either using a frog to swap the stats, or that unit you are statting up is an Emperor Tamarin, which you can simply just sell to swap the stats. So if you're familiar with those pets, in my previous video I did a stat swap onto some crazy tier 6 units. I think one run we had the Warthog statted up. I used a White Tiger to get the levels on the Warthog in battle. I used a regular Tiger behind the Warthog to maximize the stats. And then I also put an Onion on that Tiger and a Lionfish in the back. So the Warthog was passing all the stats back to the Lionfish, and then the Tiger would jump to the back and get some double Tiger action going. So it was a really, really fun pack, really fun runs. I did some Leopard runs as well. The whole point is basically just stat up one unit, and then the rest of the team is just kind of like as close to base stats as possible, or very low statted. This second iteration of the pack here, what I did was I took out some of the good pets that I used in the previous. Some are still there, and I mixed it up a bit. I want to do a show of strength of one specific newer pet, the Bakunawa. I'm sure it's going to be all over the title or thumbnail. The Bakunawa is an ailment pet that puts a Sleepy on the highest attack enemy. And what Sleepy does is it reduces the attack of that enemy by half for their first attack. So what you can do, if you imagine that you have 5 Sleepies going out in the enemy team, so every enemy period gets overridden, whatever perk, whatever equipment they have. Let's say there's a whole team with coconuts or peanuts on the enemy team. They all get overridden at the start of battle. So now how much attack do they have? Well, if they're 50-50 units, now each attack they do is going to be 25 attack. If I have a 50-50 in front, I'm going to start mowing through their 50-50s, no problem. If I had some support units with my big unit go smash up front, kind of ailment build that I'm talking about here, it gets pretty crazy. I think I did a pretty poor job at explaining all that. I'm not the best when I get in these kind of rambling modes when I'm also looking at the current run that's going on here, so let's just focus on what's in front of us. We have the Emperor Tamarin going, it's turn 6, so it's not the best position, only being 8-7 stat line, level 1 still. Go ahead, bring in the Manatee. We have the level 2 worm now. I pass on I believe that was a level 1 apple still, just a 1-1 stat for 2 gold. At this point, turn 6, probably not worth it. I'd rather just find more pets. And when I do packs like this that are kind of like the show of strength, this main run being with the Bakunawa, there's a couple things I want to do. One, I want to win with less than 5 pets if possible. Number 2, I want to win with no equipment at all. And number 3, which should be number 1, is, like I said, only one unit very heavily statted up. The rest of the units as close to base stats as possible. So on that note, what better time to banana pill, monkey spam? Did I just make a banana tea and then pill the banana tea? How rude. And let's see, what are the opponents got going? They got a little farmer kit. That was kind of a random team. Would love some levels on the Emperor Tamarin, but the saving grace, if you don't get the levels, is all you have to do is wait till turn 11. You can find the Quetzalcoatl, and get at least level 2 very quickly on the Emperor Tamarin. And sometimes if you stat it up and all you get is level 2 and you're only transferring 66% of those stats, I think it's still worth it to just sell off the Emperor Tamarin and get your tier 6 going. If you imagine tier 6 pets, they usually have a decent base stat line already. So if you're transferring, another 10, 15 stats onto it, even though your Emperor Tamarin is like 25 on stats, it's gonna go well. It's gonna go well. So crows are good. We'd rather just find straight chocolates in the shop. It's kind of funny, committing to the monkey instead of the Emperor Tamarin. Partly because of what I just said. You can find the Quetzalcoatl, easily get the levels. And if you pay attention to the shop, you'll see some random pets in there. One of them being the Tarantula Hawk. It's actually going to be in the bonus clips. I feel like I finally got a decent Tarantula Hawk run in this pack using these methods. It's a pet that seems pretty underwhelming most of the time. If you do get it to 50 attack though, it can be good and you get some support with it. It seems to not be as bad as I thought. I thought it was pretty good at first, and then the rest of the community kind of agreed that it was not good. And then I kind of paid more attention. I was like, yeah, this pet's not that great. Nothing like a good old monkey spam. Finally decided to get rid of the bar guest. It's funny when you get in these runs how long you carry these tier 1s, tier 3s. This level 2 camel is an absolute carry. Jerboa. And look at the camel. Still doing work. Finally the Tamarin level. And look at that. The Ketz is there, but we want the Bakunawa. So you could easily take the Ketz, get your Emperor Tamarin level 3, find a Bakunawa later. I say, no. We got 2 monkeys set up. There's no reason. This Bakunawa is going to get to 50-50 in no time. It's 7 trophies, 4 hearts remaining, turn 11. So this run is in a very healthy position. So I probably figure, yeah, it's about time to just pivot the whole team. We need to find all the pets that we want. And what pets do we want? They're just support units. So typically, when I say support units, you can think of like the manatee support units. So Margosaurus that you see here, replacing the health. Real Velociraptor, replacing the equipment. Obviously, we don't have a use for Real Velociraptor in this run. We're not using equipment. What else is there? Crane, actually, which might make an appearance. I said we're not using equipment, but we might get some battle equipment. And a melon is sitting there. You'd think if you want to win the game, you just throw the melon on the Bakunawa. GG. There's the coconut crab. I have been obsessed with it. I promise I'm going to move on later, but many people have pointed out during my obsession with this coconut crab that I have failed multiple times once I get a level 2 or level 3 coconut on my crab to transform it. If you can transform it after you get the coconut, you will keep the coconut and you can turn into another pet. So in theory, I could have statted up my coconut crab, or I could have brought in a coconut crab instead of the Bakunawa, gotten the coconut, and then transformed it into a Bakunawa. And yeah, this is kind of like one of the showings that I wanted to do, is when you have big unit go smash, the whole goal is to get that big unit to survive the fight. So like you want to basically smash through the whole team without losing anything. I guess if they snipe your backline, that's fine. So 9 trophies, 4 hearts, turn 13. Honestly, we don't need a lot of these units on the team. And we want to do a show of strength. So let's just toss lasagna to get to 50-50. That was kind of one of the... It's one of the nice things, right? You see a nice round number, your stat cap, it feels good. There's tiger, there's blobfish, so everything else can go. Probably just bring in the tiger for now. So now we get 4 ailments going out. If you remember what I said at the beginning, the goal is to get 5 ailments going out across the whole team and then smash through it all. And it's just so OP. 4 is not bad with a 50-50 up front. 2 base stats, and look at what we run into. It's the Bulldog Squad. I was kind of hopeful that we'd be able to smash through that, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. But that's how it goes. So we need one more tasty, so I figure the Bakunawa or the tiger level up is perfect. Honestly, the only thing I really care about. Can probably just end turn after. Nothing really else that we need on this team. This team is set. This was my goal. I freeze a tiger. Maybe I was thinking, oh, I can go tiger level 3 and then sell the other Bakunawa and go to a 2 squad. Yeah, but it looks like if we start losing, I might throw a couple stats out there. And check this out. There you go. Bakunawa. I think it's one of the strongest pets in the game. The coconut crab, obviously very strong. Real velociraptor, very strong. They're kind of strong in their own elements, but it seems that every single time I run into a Bakunawa, I lose. No matter what the team is. Whether it's a big unit go smash team or whatever kind of synergy they got going. So here we go, the Tarantula Hawk. And now I'm remembering more of this run. It's actually not, it does not look like a frog swap. It does not look like a Tamarin cell stat swap. It's just an early Tarantula Hawk when we have a lobster and a turkey on the team. And we bring it in and we start flooding it with stats. And we run into, I was going to say a Poopatrator. I'm going to say the Poopatrator. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's move on. We're keeping the vibes. The level 2 Roadrunner on the team I think is really funny. I had this in the pack partly because I want to scale things with attack. And I think a Roadrunner, especially getting a Roadrunner to level 2 and then pilling it, is a pretty decent option. I think the only problem is I have a lot of things on this team I want to keep. And now we have a blobfish we want to pill. So if I freeze this blobfish, then I'm going to want to use a pill on the blobfish before the Roadrunner. I guess that's fine. The Roadrunner can hang around for a bit. It's a strong unit. Bananas. Oh man. Maybe that's why I kept running this pack. Any excuse I can have to banana pill. And the health reduction at the beginning, I mean, it's kind of nice. Right? Just the base stat HP on the blobfish is enough to kind of get the favorable trades. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, I am all in on this Tarantula Hawk. I have no idea what we're going to do with the rest of the team. But I'm just going to keep the same concept since I'm playing in this pack. We just spam monkey, spam Tarantula Hawk, get it to 50-50, and then do something. Get the support units going, and find a way to to make this Tarantula Hawk of some use. And I guess we could take a minute here. I was just thinking, I'm recording this over the weekend, and RevGT just came out with his crazy gauntlet video. Congrats on that. What a big accomplishment. I was grinding some gauntlet runs myself recently, and wow, what a nightmare that is. I was hard stuck on Golden Pack. I think I was doing things out of order too. I don't know if there's a specific order you need to do, but man, that was amazing watching that. It was also hilarious watching Troubadour's connections video. I had a lot of fun with that. I think I took 30 minutes or so doing the first 2 difficulties. Many of the creators did all 3 difficulties and took a lot longer, but I thought I was taking way too. I was like, man, Troubadour is going to have to edit my 30-minute video probably down to 2 or 3 minute little snippet for his video. What a mess. Yeah, it turns out he probably had over 10 hours of of stuff to edit down. No, probably not that. Yeah, I don't know. Probably close to that. I guess he'd be able to tell us. But yeah, so much editing, so much work. I appreciate that because I kind of cut some corners, and I do a good amount of editing, but I have a very streamlined process now, so it's working out. It does not take as much time as it was. And then Equi also had a very, very fun collaboration, and put a lot of effort into nice editing, kind of, what did I say on the comments? They were able to turn a mess into a masterpiece. It was really, really well done. I cannot make videos like they're doing right now. That editing and kind of very fluid altogether. So shout out them. I will try to link those in the description. If not, I'm so bad at doing it sometimes. So if not, just go check out Troubadour, Equi's channels. I also did post sharing both those videos, so you can go to my channel community tab and find those posts. So yeah, Tarantula Hawk Tiger makes sense. The Roadrunner's still hanging out. And level 2 Monkey. Very simple team. Very simple concept. And when you face a Hippo, I guess it works. And they had a Tarantula Hawk. Look at that. That was kind of cool. It's not every day you run a Tarantula Hawk and then you run into an opposing Tarantula Hawk. And a Margosaurus. So I guess the thought is keeping the same concept is Tarantula Hawk will reduce the HP. So instead of like reducing the attack of the enemy, we're reducing the HP, and then we just need to favorably trade. So we're basically hoping that the enemy does not have 50 attack. Basically that they're a high health team. Now we got a couple strawberries and we got some attack on our support units. And the platypus coming in at the end is solely just to try to win the game. We are on 1 heart, turn 8. 1 heart, 8 trophies, turn 13. So it's still pretty early in the game. And look at this. The Rhino team, we honestly counter it perfect. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Seeing a Rhino is so scary sometimes. And usually, if you replaced, if my team was a Rhino team, my team is actually the perfect Rhino team. You just replace the Tarantula Hawk up front with a big Rhino. Rhino Tiger, a Margosaurus, are you kidding me? That is devastating to most teams. And at this point, I'm not even taking the cow, which is surprising. Oh yeah, I guess I just want the level ups. I want to ensure that, like, if I come across a huge team, I want to see the power of the Tarantula Hawk right here. So we can go ahead and take the blobfish pill. And then probably just take the real velo. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. And then I guess if we drew this round, we would probably sell the monkey next turn, since we pretty much 50-50, and maybe put in another real velo. And look at this. I seem to run into this all the time. It's like I have these stat reduction pets and I run into armadillos. What was the last one I ran into? I had a crazy snipe team. I sniped the whole enemy team, and then their armadillo went off after I sniped them. So now we're going to get into the bonus clips. Some coconut crab action with the Bakunawa. Big clownfish. They had a yellow boxfish. That's a devastating boxfish. We just got boxfished. That's impressive. I see why I'm putting these clips in here. But yeah, a lot more meta teams. You can see I'm using the clownfish, one of my favorite units from the past. I'm using the coconut crab. And still, I am running into absolute Goliaths on these teams. The real velo coconut crab, such a great combo. But these runs are just hitting walls. So even though like these main runs, you know, the main clips I'm showing seem very, very strong, it comes at a great cost. Still many losses. You know, it's kind of the perfect storm when you get those runs that look so easy. And part of it is, you can see here, 5 trophies, turn 13. This run pretty much has no chance, right? And I'm just getting destroyed by a mixture of disruption and stats when I don't have many abilities on my team. As you hear the music come in, we're gonna leave it at that, as I sell a level 3 Emperor Tamarin onto a coconut crab. So I think this run's gonna go a little better. If you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one. Only miss you when I'm breathing in too deep, yeah. Am I just your little secret? I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't want to see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say my name. It hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me
tidal wave. Every time you say my name, it hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me like a tidal wave. A tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. I am broken, words unspoken. I'm afraid I'm drowning underneath. I got lost in summer feelings that I can't seem to find a way to breathe. Need you by my side, I can't sleep at night. Let's get lost in time, leave it all behind. Love can get so rough, hope that I'm enough. Let me be the one for you. I'm trying not to let go of my pride, but every time you come back, it's like falling down these lies again. This feeling that I have deep down inside. I just wanna be the one you need. And now I need you by my side. I can't sleep at night. Let's get lost in time, leave it all behind. Love can get so rough, hope that I'm enough. Let me be the one for you.
No, I can't take the silence. Now I find comfort in the rain. Tell me who